It's Jake. He wants to know if Allie has plans for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is Christmas Day, and Allie's family always spends Christmas Day together.
But Allie is not doing anything on the 26th, the day after Christmas. So the two of them are going to have lunch together.
Jake will pick Allie up around 12:30, and that's when they'll give each other their Christmas presents.
Sounds like a great idea. Well, let's learn our key word in this conversation. Pick someone up. Pick someone up. When you pick someone up, this means you go get them from one place and bring them to another place.
So, after school, your parents might pick you up from school. They'll go to your school and then bring you back home.
Right, so we can also say Alex picked his wife up after work and took her to dinner. Well, what time will Jake pick Allie up tomorrow?
Well, he'll pick Allie up around 12:30.
That's right. Allie says it sounds good. Well, we have one of my favorite calendar phrases in this conversation. Today's calendar phrase is Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You'll hear a lot of people saying this around Christmas time. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. It's time to go see Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for lunch, Jake. It was really sweet of you to pay for me. You didn't have to do that.
It's my pleasure. Here, have a seat. I want to give you your present.
Okay.
Now, it's not fancy or anything, but I hope it shows you how special you are to me.
Thanks, Jake. I think you're special too.
Oh, this is very special. Jake is going to give Allie her Christmas present. He asks her to sit down, and then he gets his guitar.
I think Jake is a little nervous. He says his gift isn't fancy or anything, but he hopes it shows Allie how special she is to him.
Oh, Allie will love it. I just know it. We also found the answer to today's mission in this conversation. Who paid for lunch?
Who paid for lunch? Jake paid for lunch.
That's right. He says, it's my pleasure. Let's learn our key word here. Pleasure. Pleasure. A pleasure is something that you enjoy. A pleasure is something that makes you happy when you do it.
If there's something that you do that makes you happy, well, then we call this a pleasure.
When someone says, it's my pleasure, that means they're happy to do something for you.
Right, so if someone says, thank you for doing this for me, you can say, oh, no problem. It's my pleasure.
It's my pleasure. Well, it was Jake's pleasure to pay for lunch. Our next key word here is fancy. Fancy. When something is fancy, it's not usual. It's different, or it's special. It's fancy.
Right, fancy. If we go to a fancy dinner, it's a dinner that's usually a little bit more special. You might have to dress up for it or look nicer for a fancy dinner.
Right, fancy things can also be a bit more expensive. A fancy dinner at a fancy restaurant is probably more money than a regular dinner. Now let's learn more about this conversation from Thomas.
Okay, it's not the best present ever, but I wrote you a song.
You did? Jake, that's wonderful. No one's ever written a song for me before.
Don't get too excited. You haven't heard the song yet.
I'm sure I'll love it.
Now remember, it's not perfect. I haven't really had time to...
Jake, it'll be great. Please, just play the song.
Okay.
Jake wrote Allie a song. You know, even though Jake said that the song wasn't perfect, I think that the song is a perfect gift for Allie.
I think so too. It's a gift that shows Allie she's special because Jake took time to write this song for her. Oh, you know, I would love it if someone would write a song for me.
Well, Andrea, maybe one day a special guy will write a song for you.
Maybe.
Okay, well, let's learn our key word from this conversation. Perfect. Perfect. If something is perfect, this means that there is nothing wrong with it. When something is perfect, it's so good that it can't be any better.
Right, we talked about a perfect gift. That's a gift that is just the right gift for that person.
We can say dinner was perfect. All the food was really good and everyone had enough to eat.
In our conversation, Jake says, now remember, it's not perfect. I haven't had time to... I think he wishes he could have made the song even better.
Right, but I don't think Allie cares about that. She thinks it will be great. She just wants to hear the song.
You know, I think even if the song was really bad, Allie would still like it. It's a special gift because Jake took time to think about it and write this song for Allie.
You know, that's something to think about when we're trying to give gifts. Many times we try to find the perfect gift when it really doesn't matter. A lot of times people will appreciate any gift you give them, even if it's not perfect. Because when you give a gift, it shows that you care. All right, well, here's someone who cares a lot about all of us, our good friend Thomas.
Key words.
Hello, friends. It's time to review today's key words. Our first word is pick someone up. Pick someone up. Dad picks Annabelle up from school every day.
Pleasure. Pleasure. One of Ruth's greatest pleasures is playing with her daughter.
Fancy. Fancy. We're going to a fancy restaurant for dinner. Please dress up.
Perfect. Perfect. Nathan found the perfect gift for Mom. It's just what she wanted. Now let's say them again. Pick someone up. Pick someone up.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
Fancy. Fancy.
Perfect. Perfect. Hey, great job, everyone. All right, let's review day 3 of Home Sweet Home.
Hello?
Hi, Allie. It's Jake.
Oh, hi, Jake. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hey, do you have any plans for tomorrow?
Well, our family always spends Christmas Day together. But I'm free all day on the 26th.
Great. Would you want to have lunch with me? I want to give you a Christmas present.
Sure. I have something to give you, too.
Great. So I'll pick you up around 12:30?
Sounds good.
See you then.
Bye. Thanks for lunch, Jake. It was really sweet of you to pay for me. You didn't have to do that.
It's my pleasure. Here, have a seat. I want to give you your present.
Okay.
Now, it's not fancy or anything, but I hope it shows you how special you are to me.
Thanks, Jake. I think you're special too.
Okay, it's not the best present ever, but I wrote you a song.
You did? Jake, that's wonderful. No one's ever written a song for me before.
Don't get too excited. You haven't heard the song yet.
I'm sure I'll love it.
Now remember, it's not perfect. I haven't really had time to...
Jake, it'll be great. Please, just play the song.
Okay.
Song time!
Life is a gift. Life is a gift. A gift of God. A gift from God. Life is a gift. A gift of love from God. A gift of love from above. It is so wonderful. Don't throw it away. It is so precious. Treasure it every day. It is so wonderful. Don't throw it away. It is so precious. Treasure it every day. It is so wonderful. Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. It is so precious. Treasure it every day. It is so wonderful. Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. It is so precious. Treasure it every day. It is so precious. Treasure it every day. It's a gift.
A gift from God.
It's a gift.
A gift of love from above. Calendar phrase.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
圣诞快乐
Anna, why are you smiling?
It's Christmas, my favorite holiday. Merry Christmas!
Well, I don't like Christmas.
Oh, sure you do. Merry Christmas!
I don't feel very merry.
Maybe this will help. Here, this gift is for you. Merry Christmas!
You bought me a gift?
Yes, Merry Christmas!
Wow! Well, Merry Christmas to you too!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
圣诞快乐
Merry Christmas. All right, let's practice our question of the day. If you could have any present you wanted, what would you ask for?
I would ask for a trip around the world.
Wow, that sounds like a fun present. Okay, friends, practice this question. We'll see you next time on Let's Talk in English.
On PTS and the radio.
And remember, learning English can be fun.
Merry Christmas!
English can be fun.